Valentine's Day is a special time for some, but not all. Often when couples have been together for a while, they start to get comfortable and content with how things are, and before you know it, the romance is gone and the relationship feels like it's on autopilot. Here with tips on how couples can get that spark back that they once had is relationship coach and author Aaron Jordan. Good to have you back with us.
How you doing, Lee?
I guess to borrow a line from B.B. King, for some folks, the thrill is gone.
The thrill is gone.
It doesn't have to be, right?
It doesn't have to be.
All right, so let's start with a couple of quick points here. Number one, you say they need to face their problems. Talk about what that means.
Yeah, face your problems. Actually, whatever's stagnating your relationship, actually get that on the forefront, get that on the table, talk about it in a respectful way. Because studies show that effective communication can really create new bounds in relationship when you're talking effectively to each other.
All right, and so it's got to be number one, there's the communication part of it, but what are a couple of key things where people, I guess, make mistakes in that area?
Not being clear and concise in your communication. Having people to understand where you're coming from, understanding both sides, and not being one-sided in the situation. All
right, so talk about touch. There's the intimate part of the relationship, but just being out. Just daily lives. You say touch is still important.
It's always important. Just being out, just holding hands, just having that intimate time with each other. Oftentimes studies show that touch is one of the most subconscious barrier breakers in relationships. And you can actually start to ignite that, get that spark back, just by the mere touch or a hug, or just taking those few seconds just to just be in that moment.
And maybe sometimes too, it's just as simple as walking hand in hand in the grocery store or something like that, right?
Yeah, walking hand in hand. Now, grocery store, yeah, but just make sure you have that moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking, but just from the touch standpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah, the hug is important, but sometimes the thought of the touch can be something simple as that.
It can be.
All right. Be creative.
Most definitely. Getting out of the comfort zone of your relationship, because oftentimes when you think about it, couples, they've been together for a significant time, they get comfortable, we get content, especially as men, we get comfortable with routine. So getting out of that routine and starting to do things differently in your relationship can always be one of the key barriers to spark that relationship, spark that interest back.
We started with B.B. King, so let's end it with a little mini Rippleton. All right, so take me down memory lane. What do you mean by that?
When I say going down memory lane, thinking about, not even thinking about the problem, but thinking about those little things that started in the beginning that got you to the point where you are. The things that started, that created the love, that actually created the moment of interest. Going back to those moments can always ignite that spark as well.
All right, fantastic. Some great information there. Thank you for being with us, my friend. Hear more of Aaron's relationship advice on his new TV show. Look at there. Cafe Conversations with Mr. Know Your Worth, coming in March on CTN. Check local listings for dates and times.